The next two books I'm getting rid of are very controversial. Oh my god, everybody says that. Hi guys, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to do a big unhaul because, as you might know, I recently reorganized my bookshelves, and it's obviously also the new year, and it's, I think, the perfect time to get rid of some stuff in your life, whether it be books or otherwise, that you don't need. But first, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so now. I upload every Tuesday and Friday and sometimes Sunday, so don't miss out on that. And now let's jump into the unhaul. The first two books I'm getting rid of are The Selection and The Elite by Kiera Cass. Now, I've had these books for a very long time. I enjoyed them at the time, or did I actually? I don't know. I don't even think I ever really liked them. They're very shallow. They're kind of dumb. I might give them to my sister. I don't know if she's gonna enjoy them. But they're not my thing, and I have no reason for keeping them. Next, I have Looking for Alaska by John Green. This is actually my only John Green book that I own, and that I've ever read, I think, except for Turtles All the Way Down. No, never mind. Roll back the tape. I do own Turtles All the Way Down and this. But I read this like ages ago. I actually quite enjoyed this in contrast to many other people who kind of hated it, and I didn't really get why. It was very manic pixie dream girl type story, but I kind of liked it. Maybe because I never have read a lot of contemporaries, and so I didn't really notice the sort of sameness that kind of came through in a lot of them, and like the stereotypes and the tropes that were happening. So I guess that's why it bothered me less. But to be honest, I'm never gonna reread this book. I'm never gonna use it for anything ever again, and there's really no point in me keeping it. The next three books I'm getting rid of because they're A, weird, and B, a shitty mass market paperback. And those are these three books in the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. These are called Maximum Ride, The Angel Experiment, School's Out Forever, and Saving the World and Other Extreme Sports. Now, I don't remember who it was. I think Cassidy? Was that her name? There was a YouTuber. I don't think she's doing videos anymore, but she was a booktuber. She raved about these forever. Like, she wouldn't stop talking about them, about this series. And so I got it, and I read it, and it's weird as shit. It's super weird. It's about a bunch of kids that were experimented on to turn them into birds. They have like wings and powers, and I don't really know, but it's like a group of people and they're doing things, and I don't really remember much beyond that, but it was really weird, and I don't think I liked it all that much. I didn't hate it, that's for sure. I thought it was pretty like interesting because it was so weird, but at the same time, I don't need to own these. I don't need to own these. Then I'm getting rid of The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I read this last year for my project TBR. 2017, I should say, so not last year, the year before last. Oh my god, time flies. I didn't hate this book, but I did feel like I was just reading it at the wrong time because I was so clearly not the target audience, and that's fine, but I couldn't really get anything out of it. I didn't find it interesting, I didn't find it fun, I didn't find anything. Like, I just did not enjoy this because it's not for me, and that's fine. It's not the book's fault. I don't think it's badly written. I just really didn't care for it, and I think it's very juvenile, and very much for like the lower end of YA or middle grade rather like than actual YA, in my opinion. I'm also getting rid of Alive by Scott Sigler. I read this also in 2017. I didn't hate it as much as I thought I would. I think I just read this on a whim. I got it on a whim, and it wasn't that bad. I don't fully remember what it's about. I think it's sci-fi about people being in coffins, and then they're waking up and something's happening. Right. It wasn't a bad book in any way, shape, or form. It was not memorable at all, and I have no reason to keep it. Now here's the thing, people often ask me why I don't get rid of books I hate, and it's either because I feel like I'm gonna talk about them again at some point, or if it's a completed series, I wanna keep it for collection purposes. But these books I didn't like, and they're not a completed series, so I'm getting rid of them. And that is this is the second one, Snow Like Ashes and Ice Like Fire by Sarah Rash. I actually quite enjoyed Snow Like Ashes. Yeah, Snow Like Ashes when I read it for the first time, but Ice Like Fire is a trash fire. And it's really not good. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I'm not going to continue the series. The different editions, they're not completed. I'm not going to talk about them anymore because I already forgot what happened because they're so bad and I needed to cleanse my mind of it. So I'm also going to cleanse my shelves of it. Finally, a 2018 read I'm getting rid of, and that's The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. It's the first book I tried to read in 2018 and failed because it was terrible. I'm so glad I didn't make myself continue this book. I basically read up on what happened, like I spoiled myself, and I was like, this is a trash fire. I do not care about this. It's a very, very bad book, objectively speaking, and I'm really glad I didn't read it, I didn't finish it, I didn't force myself to finish it, and there's no point in me keeping it, so I'm getting rid of it. The next book kind of falls into the same category, and because it's Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, another book I tried to read in 2018 and failed. I DNF'd this. I didn't care for it. The characters are bland, the story's boring, it's really nothing special, the magic system is confusing AF, and I don't need to keep it, so it's going away. The next two books I'm getting rid of are very controversial. Oh my god, everybody says that. I'm getting rid of City of Ashes and City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. These books are trash. I don't even own the first book. Again, I probably would have kept them, maybe, if I did own the first book, but I don't, and I don't want to keep them. I've already gotten rid of the rest of the series that I had, and I am keeping Infernal Devices again, because I actually enjoyed it, and at the time, and because it's a completed trilogy. That's my logic. It works for me. But these, no. The next one is kind of random. This is called Gefährliche Gewächse by Karen Dudley. It's a translation of a thriller into German, and it was probably the first mystery thriller crime book I've ever read, and it's fine. It's not a bad, I don't think it was a bad book. I have no idea because I had no standard to measure it by, and I wasn't a very critical reader at the time, so I have no idea. But I enjoyed it. It was kind of creepy. I just don't feel like keeping it. Like, why? Why would I keep this? The next book, again, is a perfect circle Venn diagram of I hated it and it's extremely forgettable. That is The Waterman by Patrick Easter. I hated this book. Probably the worst book I read in 2017. For sure the worst book I read that year. It's so dull. Nothing happens. Very boring. Very badly written. Shit. So, bye. Also getting rid of Room by Emma Donoghue, another DNF from 2017. It's not my style. I hate the writing style. I can't deal with it. I can't read it. It might be a good book. I can't tell because I can't finish it, because I can't read it, because the writing is so terrible and grating. If you didn't know, the book is written from the perspective of a 5-year-old, and he talks like a 5-year-old, so there's that. I'm also getting rid of Guilty Pleasures by Tasmina Perry. This book is very random. It's about, like, I don't even know, like, people backstabbing their own family, trying to get revenge. It's also kind of sexy times happening. I don't know. I didn't hate it, didn't like it, didn't really care for it, so I don't need to keep it, that's for sure, so I'm also getting rid of that one. And finally, I'm also getting rid of Mythical Thinkings, What Can We Learn from Comparative Mythology from Kazuo Matsumura. This is a book written by one of my teachers while I was in Japan. I took a class on Japanese mythology, and he gave us all of these books to take them to the library or keep them for ourselves, and I wanted to keep it for myself for a while, but now I think I've decided to give it to the library if they don't already have it. It's a academic piece of writing, pretty much, just about comparative mythology of, like, Japanese mythology. So yeah, there's that. Nothing much to say about it. And that is it for my start into 2019 fresh, clean life and bookshelves unhaul video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love watching unhauls. It's kind of fun, kind of relaxing. Let me know which of these books you think I shouldn't get rid of. I will still do it, but you can let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like it. It really helps me out, and subscribe to my channel. I upload every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes Sundays, and I will see you very soon with another video. Until then, have a lovely week. Bye!